It's been a 10-week trial and then 6 days of jury deliberations. Some harrowing testimony we've heard during the course of this trial, including from witnesses who used to work with the drug lord El Chapo, some of them testifying that he was complicit, that he even carried out acts of torture and murder against rivals. Of course, these guilty verdicts, all 10 charges against him, mean it brings an end to the near mythical reign of this character El Chapo, one of the biggest kingpins of narcotics trade around the world. That all comes to an end now. He is not sentenced yet. It's likely to happen in a few months' time in June, but prosecutors have called this a day of reckoning for El Chapo, the man who ran the Sinaloa cartel for more than a decade. And it took about that long for prosecutors to build this case against him before they were finally able to extradite him to the US just under 2 years ago.
And Nick, after the verdict, there was a press conference, and there we heard the US District Attorney talking about the different levels of justice being served and also the victory.
That's right, yes. Talking about the fact that the US people had suffered so much for so long, saying that El Chapo had been pouring poison in the form of drugs across the border from Mexico into the United States. They commended this decision, those verdicts from the jury, but the defense team also had a chance to speak to reporters afterwards. Their case throughout has been that El Chapo has essentially been made a scapegoat, that he did not head up the Sinaloa cartel. Somebody else did, and instead he has been presented as the main man and has faced justice when he shouldn't have had to. They also said that he had faced an avalanche of evidence from the prosecution, but throughout they said El Chapo had remained a gentleman and that he was even upbeat about the result. Jeffrey Leckman, his legal representative, saying that he intended to appeal the convictions and he hoped to do that before sentencing in a few months' time.